out to show how I run my head mount, my eye view power. I want to give my eye view power, run them through my sweatband, and only then connect them to my eye view video glasses. Then verify that it is still recording, which it does, and then wear it. So at this point, I'm ready to test another recording device, but before that,
Hi, Ari.
where is he? He's in already.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Hey,
talk to
hold on. How are you?
Good. Good
Good.
afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. How's it been? Where are you now?
him? In Mexico?
I'm in Cancun, Mexico.
Wow.
Cancun. And is this for the bottle wine?
I came
Simba.
here, to talk to a couple of people about that, but actually it was to introduce them to the AI.
Oh, okay.
We built a large language model in Spanish.
Oh, a large language model.
That would be great for Miami.
That'll be great for Miami.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's the point. So here it would be for a reservation system,
Uh-huh.
but ideally we would use a neutral Spanish language, like from Colombia or something like that,
Uh-huh.
and then we would offer it in the South Florida market for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Okay, great.
Only
So,
I'm here until Christmas Day, and then I connect in Fort Lauderdale, and I head to Vegas for a few days.
when are
Then
you
I go
going to
back
be?
to see my dad
Wow, you're
after
busy.
Christmas, and then I come back again for the New Year in Vegas, and then as you already know, the 7th or the 6th or 7th of January until the 12th, I'm in Vegas again for the.
Okay, we'll be there those days. So we're arriving a bit earlier, but perfect. So once we're there, we can get together.
Of course.
And then if we see something interesting, we can invite you and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. That's very nice. So hopefully you got everything taken care of as far as the hotel and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. We're staying in the Mandalay Bay. We always do that for CES because on Sunday evening, on the 5th, they have a press conference. It's that they do, and then they show all the new technologies on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So what we do is we get our badge and everything on Sunday afternoon, and then on Sunday evening, it's around I think 6 or at 8. We go to that, so it's in the same hotel, so it's easier for us. And then we just take. They have the bus right there, so we just take the bus to usually to the Venetian first, and then we go from the Venetian. We always like to go downstairs in the Venetian. Do you know what it used to be? The Sands, and they have like the newly enterprise type of companies there. So we'd like
and there's the different pavilions for the different countries.
Yes, exactly. The Netherlands is big there. Israel is there. A number of countries are there. So we usually do that. There you find it's crowded, but you find different because they're kind of squished together, but you find interesting things there.
The French Pavilion is one of the biggest ones, by the way.
Yes, French is big too, I remember. Netherlands is big too. They have their orange. You can see the Netherlands and so forth.
Let me mention to him something.
The orange machine.
Yeah, so what we wanted to do is on February the 13th at noon, we have a session on AI. And usually what we do for IT, it's the metaverse, AI, and this year we're doing it on that Thursday at noon. And so what we usually do is we invite a number of people that we think, and then you can come and you can talk about what you have in terms of AI. And that's why I wanted to see it today, to start seeing what you have that would be relevant for us, because I want it to be successful for you and also for
Thank-
us. You understand that it's mutually, that you just don't do us a favor, but it's basically something that can promote. You know how we do that. We can promote each other.
One thing that will
Yes, of course.
be fantastic.
I just did
Yeah.
I just sent a demo out for an AI company. I'll send you the demo itself and everything related to it, so you can engage it. Of course, it's a voice AI model.
Okay. Is
And
it similar?
it's
Is
for
it similar to what we looked at before with the law firm?
Yes, but the law firm's even gotten a lot more sophisticated.
Okay, good. Okay, because I
The
remember.
Yeah, the fortunate thing is that the acceleration of use of the different avenues that the law firm is using has gotten to the point that he's probably going to get, I bet by the end of this month, which is just a couple of days away, probably 60% of his staff in terms of the concierge, is what the cool term that he uses, is going to be gone.
I don't understand that last part.
He has a service that helps manage the client inquiries and help run the intake. And now we built the AI so that we can run the intake for him.
Okay, so you don't need to have a human being. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so
Nope.
you're eliminating
No.
that human
60%.
attendant.
60% of his staff will be gone by the end of this month.
You know what? This will be
And
few
60% of the expenses.
60% of the expense and a higher rate of engagement for the client.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be great to present. And also the audience here with Spanish will be fantastic to talk about AI in Spanish, which you were talking about just now.
Yeah, because
Yes,
who's the
We-
audience
we,
in Miami? You know, in South
Exactly.
Florida.
and that's been the key. Everyone's been English centric or Anglo centric,
Yeah.
and we think that we've got enough there that we can create it. And with my team, we already have a like a little pilot, and we needed to change that a little bit because it started like someone speaking. An English-speaking person pronouncing Spanish words.
I know. You know, sometimes we do Gemini, and I ask,
Okay.
what's the word in Hebrew? And it sounds like I'm speaking. I told you the joke about my niece.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting what the Gemini launch has been like. Just a week ago or 10 days ago, it was very challenging because it actually crashed the network for OpenAI.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was interesting. You remember I sent you that Google Notebook LM that creates a podcast for you. You just put, for instance, you can put a link or any documents, and you'll get two people. Later on, if you want me to show it to you, you'll get two people doing a podcast about something about Dimitri or some of your things. But now and when you first hear it, you're amazed. You're going, wow. But if you hear several takes of it, it gets stale because they kind of do the same shtick, spiel. But what they have done now, which is very interesting, is that you can join the podcast and be the third person in the podcast. So you can ask questions and make corrections. So you'll have two AI agents speaking, and they have great accents, and it's a man and a woman. And what's interesting is their banter. You know how sometimes you'll have banter that they'll have the podcast to make it a little lively. They'll do a
Of
couple.
course.
They'll even they'll add a few ums and ahs to make it real. And I read now, for instance, Zoom has this AIQ companion and it has a voice coach, that will,
Yes.
after you record, and when you look at the coach, it basically says, how fluent are you? And if you don't use any filler words, you're not credible. You have to have a few filler words in there to make it like you're real. Because I would have thought, let me get rid of all my ums, my ahs, my filler words. Well, actually, or am getting my thoughts together. So you have to have a few, but you can't have too many.
Can you let me ask him a
The
question?
Yeah.
governor of the state of California that has been umming and ahhing. If you've ever heard him in a public speaking engagement,
Who?
he's terrible.
State
The
of
governor
California.
from the
Oh,
state of California.
really? No, I haven't paid attention. Listen, Avi has a few questions. I need to finish up a couple of things, and then I'll come back to this
Yeah,
conversation.
let me
No
Maybe
problem.
also is there something that you can show us today in our talk?
I could send it to you, and I could send you the engagement that someone is interested in, and I'll send you the results that we have, and you'll be able to talk to it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send it to you via WhatsApp now. Yes.
Okay, send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me also give you my email. Send it to my email too, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. I have it only in that platform.
Okay, all right. So just send it to me, and then I can share it. I can
No problem.
share it. So wow, so that's great. So you've been involved. So how? So you want to use this? This is the company that you've invested in. Is that the background?
Yeah, I bought the company,
Uh-huh.
and now I have a development team.
And what
It's
do you
full time?
And what are you having them develop? This product?
Just the engage. What I'm having them do is create different methods in order to engage the CRMs,
Okay. So you'll
which is crucial. Yeah, because I want. What's the purpose of the whole AI engagement if it can't gather the information
Of
and
course.
set appointments
right.
and do these things, and so we're doing that, and it might get to a point sometime next year, of course, depending on the money situation, is that we will create our own AI CRM.
You have to worry about, you have to consider reinventing the wheel. That's my advice to you. You understand? If something already exists and they get better and using some APIs rather than starting to say, oh, we have to invent our own. You have to be careful about making concise, decisions on what you want to
I totally agree.
Right.
So one of the things that we're working on that was requested from me from the law firms is that they get phone calls from clients asking for updates on where they are in their case.
Right.
Which is very time consuming.
Yes.
So we're building a prototype that's going to speak to the updates for each client, which is a game changer. In other words, hi, Mr. Smith. Hi, Mr. So-and-so.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm calling you to see what's going on. And now they get automatic updates. And in addition to that, it'll be engaged via a text.
Okay.
So update the client that way. So that's been.
And how do they, so they go into their law.
We create the portal. We create the portal, and the portal will have their information on it. And what we'll do is we'll be able to engage it by having a case file number that's developed from whatever. And then when they call in, they'll put in that case number, and then we'll take them down through a funnel to give them an update on what's going on.
And are you starting to specialize in a certain, like, are you doing PI? Is that kind of your, I would imagine with your 1-800-PAIN and all those things.
What about
it would be
lawyer friends?
But those are all funnels to help manage the traffic coming through.
Okay, but not the case. But what I would say is maybe you could start off with the PI folks first, because they have software that keeps track of the case. So if you can hook in to the legal software for PI,
that's correct.
Then you can.
That's what motivated me to do so. Yes, exactly.
It's the same thing. Like we've been involved with a number. We did some work for immigration attorneys, and they had maybe 95% of them use the same software for immigration cases. Because think about what's the most important. You got to make the deadlines. Right? If your attorney misses that deadline, you're screwed as a client. So basically, it's basically keeping them informed. And then if I'm the client, I want to make sure, hey, what's the case? You're on appeal. You're, before we haven't submitted your case yet or whatever.
So I'm working on that as we speak. I'm coming up. Actually, it'll be an offshoot of Voice AI. It'll be a standalone. And there's a good chance I'm actually going to find out today whether the IP is going to be available for me to be able to work on it with, and then it'll be an offshoot of that. And according to my team, we could actually have that up and running by sometime in February.
Okay.
What about your lawyer, patent lawyer girlfriend or friend?
Yeah, she's still your friend?
Of course.
Can she come to the show? And we were thinking also to invite other law firms.
Maybe.
I'll ask her.
Maybe.
I don't have an issue. I think that would actually be a good idea. She's in Mexico at the moment, but she's with her kids
Kids,
on the
you can
Baja Peninsula.
She can also come online. She doesn't have to come physically.
Yeah, that's true. But I'd like her to be
Yeah,
there.
no,
Nice.
it makes a difference. It makes a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, it will be better.
It makes a difference. Okay, so I'll have you
So let
talk
me
to
talk to
Avi, and then let me just finish up a project right
Do
now.
your thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Avi will take over for a few minutes.
Bye-bye,
Okay.
Kim.
So we are here. We have very little space around the computer, so only one of us can stand in front of the computer.
You look good, Avi. You look good. How are you spending the holidays, my friend?
Thank you. We are dealing with a yard here. We had some compliance with the city of Coral Gables, so we have to change the gardening a little bit. So we were working on the garden so that it doesn't.
Avi, just a second. All of a sudden, a phone's coming from Spain. Just 1 second.
Yeah, you take your time, please. Okay, sir. Fine. Fine, sir.
Because then I have another meeting in Fidelity.
Fine.
Sorry.
Okay, let me tell you about something that we were thinking about. We were thinking also to invite another law firm, especially that is dealing with intellectual property and patents about AI.
What's the name of the firm?
I don't remember. Sarah, what's the name of this firm firm that we contacted that was supposed to call us back? That was on the.
If it's Andrew Rapaki, he's a friend of mine.
No, it's a local group here in Miami.
It's a.
He works out of Davie. He's a really good
Okay.
attorney, and he's a smart guy. He's a smart cookie. His
Okay,
name is
so-
Andrew Rapaki.
Yeah, maybe we know him. We have so many people, you know. I wanted to ask you another question. I was mentioning it to you before about
Yes, sir.
University of Miami and the call center. What we wanted to do is to get a Twilio phone number. Are you familiar with Twilio? Or,
Yes, they're my competition.
yeah, so I don't know to what extent. I really never understood really what you are doing, what your company is doing, that is. I didn't realize that they are your competition, but one area that Twilio does is if you get their phone number, it is voice enabled, which means that if I'm running a local LLM, that means, do you understand what a local LLM is?
Of course.
I don't know. So I can connect it to my LLM, and when you call it, my LLM will talk to the person online.
Yes.
Do you remember that we showed you in the Whole Food this 640 call Sam?
Yes. You can run that program using a what we call a dialer. You're dialing out for solicitation of people from past people who were alumni, correct? So
Yeah, right.
raise capital.
And the problem is that many times there is a crew, they have a call center and there is a crew there, and people are calling the alumni, and the alumni are not available right away, so they leave them a message. And then, all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, when they give them a phone number, and 5 minutes later, 3 or 4 of them call at the same time, and the one person that initiated the call and gave them the number cannot handle 3 of them together. So
Yes, because you have a call capacity issue. That's correct.
yeah, and so the idea was to build up a phone number AI that can hold them and discuss with them issues that they would like to talk about, and it's all about donations, and they have different package, $10, $100, $1,000.
Here's the better part. Not only can I build it, because I already have, I can also process the payment.
And then that is another issue. That then they want to transfer money to the university, and that is another issue of security level because now you're dealing with the bank accounts and transferring money.
I'll explain to you. What we do is we send a link via text, and within that link, that's where the process takes place. We send out a link. We've already done this. So you send out a link. So the link comes to that specific phone number, which I'm assuming is a cell phone, and then they approve the link by putting in their credit card information, and then we process it that way.
And another thing we wanted to do is we wanted to make a project with the students that we will set up a local LLM, and then we will have a phone number that if somebody calls the LLM, the AI replies. And then,
Okay.
and then let's say that I made it up. So if you call me, one of my vanity phone numbers is WizMoreBiz.
Yes, I remember you telling me.
And the website is WizMore.biz.
Okay.
Now, if somebody calls me now, oh, I forgot. And then I have a company that is your competitor that is called Sarah, what is the name of the company? I think it is creativesolution.io. Have you heard about them?
No.
So write it down. They have a company, a subsidiary that is called Lucy.ai.
I heard of that one.
What did you hear about that one?
I just heard the name because my team was talking about it.
So what is more important is not so much the name, but what they do. What they do is they made up an AI, and they give you a phone. You call them, and they connect their AI to your phone. So it is acting like an answering machine.
Instead of the AT&T and the T-Mobile, you change it to their number in
Yes,
your
yes, I get
phone.
it.
Yeah.
So let's say you dial.
You know it better than we do. You know the
So
back
let's say
end.
that you dial my number, right? WizMoreBiz. So right now, when you dial it, if my phone number is not answering, there is an answering machine from AT&T or Panasonic, whichever their phone is related to, and it will take a message.
Yes?
Okay. Now, and that is for free. That is the thing that is the killer here is that Lucy AI offers a free service for very low
Why?
level. So
Why?
and this is what we intend to do with our students, to make a project like that, to teach them about integrating telephony into AI.
Yes. But my question is, why is it free?
Why? To get people, and it is a freemium model. For free, you just get an answering machine that says, you have called WizMoreBiz. We are unable to answer the phone right now, but give us a message and we will...
No, it asks you, what is your name?
Oh, it asks you what is your name and what
then
is
what
your...
what is your message?
And what
then
is your
It asks
message?
okay, I get it. So it's an intake.
It's an intake.
It's not an
right.
answering service.
Right, it's an intake.
No, it's an intake, and this is for free.
Okay.
But then
That's
then they have three different plans depending on how much you want to pay per month.
It's also for enterprise too.
It is targeted to enterprise, but they want to get a lot of exposure, so they made it free, a low level that is just like an intake for free.
For the person.
Yeah. Makes sense. I understand it. I don't know why they would do it for free, but okay, it's just to get traction.
Yeah, but they got a huge number of people, and the press started writing articles about them, and they got a lot of exposure.
Right. So by buying it, by giving it for free, they got free advertisement, which is worth more than what.
Right, and it is an Australian company, so they don't have such a good market as the U.S., and they want to get into the U.S. So they hired a company that is promoting them in the U.S. And they will also on their website. You can also book a meeting, and they talk to you, and they discuss the possibility. We were talking to them about using it at the University of Miami, and they didn't come back to us yet. But they spent about half an hour or so talking to the prospects and ranking them and rating them and so on.
Okay, well, if it's something that you're looking for a pilot, if you can give me the parameters that you're willing to work with and what you want my voice AI to do, I can build it. And then you guys can have a pilot to play with, and I can associate with the phone number so people can call it. And you can play around with it if that's what you want. It's not a problem.
What we're teaching this class is about IT and AI. So what the students are doing, they're doing a project in which they pick up a topic, like let's say WizMoBiz. So WizMoBiz is a wizard for businesses to get more businesses. You know what I mean? So let's say that you are a business and you want to get more business, so you will go to the website WizMoBiz and then they build an AI bot on the website. So in addition to just having the regular dialogue that you click on it, it tells you put in your email and your name, and that's it. Instead, you have an AI that starts talking to you. What are you interested in? And having a conversation with you. So this is what they are doing now with a company that is called FastBot. F-A-S-T.
Hold on a second. I'm going to write this stuff down because I'm sending it to my team.
Yes.
As we speak.
There are several companies like that. FastBot. F-A-S-T. B-O-T, like bot, like robot.
Yes. So I'm going to go to it right now.
It's with an S.
Fine, with an S. Fast bots, not one bot, plural bots. Dot AI.
And they're my academic partners.
DOT.
S.
S. Period AI.
Did you say F period?
No, bots.
Let me just tell
Yes.
you.
She has a better accent, let her say.
Let me just tell
We
you.
are like the United Nations.
Fast, F-A-S-T, like you're going quickly. Fast
Yes.
bots, B-O-T-S,
Yes.
S like Sam, dot A-I. Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm just sending it to my team.
Yeah.
That's all.
And they're, he's British, and he did something similar to you. He's not a programmer, he's a marketeer, and he's been in a lot of networking and marketing, and he saw an opportunity. So he saw this guy from India that did like a chat bot, but he didn't know how to market it, so he bought it.
Oh, I see. It has the University of Miami written right here.
What has the University of Miami?
That he's working
It
with
says,
you.
I'm the fast bot.
Yes. So
He put it already?
yeah.
Okay.
So let me talk to them.
Okay. So, anyways, but he basically then got a team. He got him from the internet, and he has now an Indian team that works for him, and he keeps on trying to do improvements. So
That's great. It's good that you're in contact with them. I'm sure there's a lot. I mean, there's
yeah,
a lot
but
of
you can see,
synergy.
but you can see, and he's doing translations. So basically, when a company has it, he gets and he uses himself. He showed us himself, so he'll get, for instance, people from Spain, people
All over
from
the world.
people from Israel, and his program then will translate it to English. So there's translating there. So basically, if somebody writes to you in Arabic, you can just see it in English right away. Your team, things like that.
It's good that I have that. There was another Lucy.oi is what I think Avi mentioned.
It's called a Lucy Agent. It may be called like Curious Things,
No,
something like that.
there are two companies.
They're like
Dimitri.
they're
There is a parent company that is called CreativeSolution.io, like
I think it's Curious. No.
Curious Solution.io, that is the mother company, and the subsidiary is Lucy.ai, that is the intake service.
And they have a number of different products. And then I met with some other people that they say they bought all of it. You know, it's hard to tell who is who in this, you know, realm.
There's a lot of merger and acquisition.
Acquisitions, you know, people are paid, and especially now quickly. You know, let me grab this. Let me, you know, Nvidia grabbed another company just this week. You know.
Have you heard about 1-800-CHAT-GPT?
Now, if you type on your phone, if you take your phone and just dial 1-800-CHAT-GPT, you will talk to ChatGPT, the lower version. And also, if you put it on your WhatsApp, put that number and just call it like ChatGPT Assistant, you'll have it as one of your contacts. Put it as one of your contacts in your WhatsApp.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah. So one is that just on any phone, it doesn't even have to be a smartphone, you can call 1-800-CHAT-GPT. You also can take that 1-800-CHAT-GPT and put it as a contact, and that's the number on your WhatsApp. And then you can even give it the name, you know, so you can find it easily, ChatGPT Assistant. And you'll dial either through WhatsApp or you can dial it just with your regular phone.
And then you can integrate.
I'm happy that people are integrating the WhatsApp platform much more now than ever before.
Yes, yes, and they're trying more and more. And Meta also. Have you tried Meta on WhatsApp?
Oh yeah, I have it already.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
and I asked.
Sometimes it gets in the way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, everything is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then it gives you false information. But ChatGPT didn't know about the 1-800-CHAT-GPT, and Meta knew about, because in the 1-800-CHAT-GPT, they're giving you a very old model. They're starting off with an old model that doesn't from 2022.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And it's integrating also into Alexa. You put it on your Alexa contact, and then Alexa can call it, and you can talk, using Alexa, you can talk to ChatGPT.
You know, but everything is kind of integrated. So we're looking also, we're going to be going in the Venetian. Amazon usually has an entire room. Once you go up the escalators in the Venetian, they have an entire ballroom of just Amazon. And they have interesting things of what's coming up with Amazon as well. We always go to that too. On our way back.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's the early version of a...
Yeah,
of an
right. But I'm just saying it's an early version, but they just came out with that this week.
Oh, next year is going to be even much more of an accelerant.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying that everyone else has had it already with, you know, voice. And this one, you can't, it has a lot of problems. On the ChatGPT, on the WhatsApp, you can't use voice, you know. So, but if you dial
They didn't enable the voice yet.
But if you just dial it,
right here.
Yeah, just
I dialed it now. 1-800-242-8428.
Yes, and if you dial it just from your phone, not even though it's a WhatsApp, go for your regular phone and just dial it, and a female voice will answer, I think.
Let me try to give it a shot again.
On your regular phone, don't do it through WhatsApp.
The idea,
No, it's on regular phone.
the idea is to enable POTS line, POTS.
Yeah, you can even do a non-smartphone.
No, it's a different number. So 1-800-CHAT GBT.
GPT.
Chat GPT.
I'll give you the number.
What number do you have, Sarah?
I have. Let me just show you. Hold on.
1-800-242.
Let me just tell you. Hold on.
Okay.
It's my recent number is 1-800-242-8478. 1-800-242-8478.
I got it.
So talk to it.
But what is this? What is just? It's just an engagement.
Yeah, that you can talk
It's
to
a
chat.
conversation.
Conversation. Talk to chat instead of talking on your phone, on your computer. You talk via your phone.
The idea is to enable PATS line, plain old phone line, to use also AI.
Not smartphone. So if you're just grandpa sitting in the nursing home, have an old phone, you can
Yes.
talk to chat, and you don't know, you don't have a computer, you don't have a browser, you don't have a smartphone. They're just throwing it out. And the reason how they came up with it, they had a hackathon in OpenAI one day, and somebody came up with, oh, we should use it on a regular phone. So, you know, they just, what's the problem with these companies?
It's a trend
No,
now.
but they came up with it through a hackathon. So what's the
Yeah,
trend?
I agree with it. I agree with it.
Yeah, but anyways, it's going more to your area of the phone. That's what I want to show.
I wonder who's supporting the phone network. I'll find out. Just to, I'll call my network.
Right. But now you know that what the number is, okay?
Yes, I do. I have it already.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's.
And it's an 800 and it spells Chat
let me
GPT.
talk.
Okay, so Avi's
Yeah,
going to go. I have to speak with Fidelity. I have a meeting with Fidelity.
What time? At
Good luck, dear.
1:30. 1:30.
Okay,
So,
that's time.
okay.
Anyway, so for that reason, we want to do the same thing. So we are going to work with Twilio and get the Twilio, a voice-enabled number with Twilio. And then we are going to install locally the Olama model. So when I give you the number of this number and you call the number, instead of us answering right away, our AI, just like ChatGPT, will come up and will start talking to you, and then I can intervene, or it can reroute it to me.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
So what we want to do, as far as our classes are concerned, we are working with this fast bots to enable his AI to talk, to use voice. Right now, it is limited to text only.
We can do that already, Ari. You don't need to do any. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. We're already doing that.
Well, if we will, that's why I'm telling you. If we can do, if you can use you, I would like to integrate you into this, and that will also be very interesting.
I can do it. My team is already up and running. Just tell me the profile and the things, and if we need a number, we have that too. We do it all. We do everything. We're a one-stop shop. Don't forget, I am the telco and the AI, which is the opposite of everybody else. Where they're one but they're not the other, and I'm both.
And the reason we want to do it also for the University of Miami, because now some students from certain countries cannot even come to the United States. Because Iran and all these countries, you know, Syria, they have all kinds of, Russia, they have all kinds of restrictions.
Yes, I know, unfortunately.
So the question for them is, how can I take classes and get my degree without having to come here? And the answer is, do it online. So this class that I was telling you, we have about 100 of students all online. And we are testing the integration of AI, chatbot, and voice to enable remote students to communicate with the chatbot and also listen to the class. So this way we can teach the class in a hybrid mode. In other words, if you come to the classroom, fine. But if you don't come to the classroom, anywhere around the world, you can talk to the chatbot and also participate in the class. And we make the, you see this Zoom session that I'm with you right now?
Yes.
So we, just like you, there will be another person that is the AI. And he will, the AI will be a participant, and unless you refer to him and you say, Alexa, tell me blah, 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 he will remain silent and listen to everything, and also record the class. In the event that you cannot come to the class in real time, you can listen to the recording. But if you want to talk directly with Alexa, what we can do is we can set up a room, like a private room. So you and Alexa go to the private room, and then you can conduct a voice conversation without interrupting the class. And we have also a teaching assistant. So if you have a difficulty, let's say we are teaching you addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. And you cannot go to multiplication unless you understand addition and subtraction, and you don't understand it, then the teaching assistant and you will go to a special room and you will make sure that you are proficient in addition and subtraction, and then try to teach you multiplication and division.
Makes sense.
So
I see a lot of benefits. If you're interested and you want me to provide you with the pilot relating to the University of Miami, even though your friend put it on his website,
right.
if you're looking for me to create that platform for you, it's not a problem.
Yes, because we don't want to appear to let somebody monopolize it and appear as if we are promoting one vendor over the other. We usually like to have 3 vendors. So we are also working with Wix. I was telling you about Wix. You know what Wix is? W-I-X.
Wix is the platform for building websites.
That's right. So we teach it, and we made them a partner also, and they give to the students for the duration of the semester a free domain name, free hosting services, domain services, and everything else. And they go to businesses and ask the business, what is your problem? So if the businesses say, for example, my problem is to get business, I have a website and everything, and nobody comes. And I have a phone number and nobody calls. So they say, okay, let's make for you a site that is called WizMoBiz, and this site will be targeted to help you temporarily to get more business. And so they made the...
I get it. That makes a lot of sense.
And
all it is just creating value added to people who don't know how to access that. Makes sense.
Right, and then the students, when they come out, the recruiter is asking them, what experience do you have? Instead of saying, I have no experience, they say, look at this website. I have built this website and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, Wix is Wiz, W-I-Z, is also Wix. Because Z and X are both of them the number 9. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So then what Wix wants to do is that he wants to give, the company Wix wants to give certificates to the students so they are certified web consultants. And then, and then they get a certificate that they can put on the website or on the wall. And then the company Wix will recommend them when somebody registers a domain name and they want a consultant to help them, then they give the referral to the students that are certified Wix consultants.
Yeah, it's to create the ecosystem and to recommend their own brands and to basically become brand ambassadors.
Exactly. And then the representative of the Wix company is coming to the class, not physically, but online. So Wix is an Israeli company, so the developers and anybody that wants to from Israel can come online and give a presentation to the class. And that's what I wanted to tell you. If you are willing and interested in doing it, we will invite you to speak at the class about yourself, and we will try to see where we can fit you.
I think that would be great, even to have a discussion. Why not?
Yeah.
What would the timeline be for this, Ari?
The classes is in the afternoon and evening on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3 to I think 8 in the evening, or what time is it? From until what? 8:30?
No, to 7:30.
7:30 Miami time.
Anytime.
What day? What
Monday,
the month of January?
Monday, Wednesday after.
I have to set up a schedule.
No, they're working on the schedule now, but normally it is Monday, Wednesday afternoon and evening.
That's not a problem.
Which if
As long as it's after, I don't get to Florida. I'm in Florida after the 12th of January.
But you don't need to be. It's all online.
It's online.
You can be anywhere
Okay.
in the world.
So that solves that problem.
Okay, I need to.
I'm an old school person. I like to be there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
no.
But these seminars are online.
But it is a huge,
Okay.
financial advantage to the university because they don't have the restriction on a classroom. So in a classroom you can fit, according to the size of the classroom, at the max 400 students. But if you have 4,000 students, it's a problem. But this
is only 40. I don't think you're buying. Okay, But anyways, I have 40 students in the class.
So there are three sections. There are three sections from 3:30, I think, to 5, and from 5 to 6:30, and from 6:30 to 8, or something like that.
You can choose.
Well, that's fine. I'd be happy to participate. And we'll talk about it. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, so if you can, for the conference, if you can make a demo with the law firm, and if you can get,
But we don't want it to be. It can't be looking like a sales pitch.
yeah, this
No,
is,
no,
No,
no. We're
no,
just
you
talking
know,
about. I get it.
You
And
have to. You have.
That was a big thing that happened at the Vegas event that I was just at. There were some agencies there. Instead of them talking as if it was technology, they were selling it as if, "Hey, come to us." And
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
it." And
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. But this has to be
but this
under.
this is all sanctioned by IT Expo, and the IT Expo representative is going to be in the session,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh,
going
that's
to.
fine.
You went to the IT Expo many times, so you know.
You know the crew.
I go every year.
Yeah,
I know.
so
That's how we met you.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
It's amazing how time flies.
Doesn't it? It's been a couple years, I think.
Yes, it has. Yes,
Yeah.
It has.
Okay.
So let me send, guys. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you what I have that the
Good.
client asked me for,
Right.
and then we gave him a response to a business model and what we can do and how we can do, so that you get an idea that it's an AI assistant, but they don't have the support that I have and the ability to be able to do what we do.
Okay.
So we can look at the case study. I'll send you the both connecting points,
Right.
and you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Perfect.
yeah, and check out Lucy AI as a model for
It's
for
another.
a free intake type of a model, so they get engaged with a company and they get to know the company, and later on they can upgrade it to the paid services.
Yeah, something like that. You'll see. Anyways.
Okay. I'll
All
look
right.
into it.
It's just an idea. Okay. So I'll wait for you to hear it, and then in less than in 2 weeks I'll see you.
God willing, yes.
Yes,
I
God
can't
willing.
believe time goes by so fast. Yeah,
I
you're
know,
right.
right? But it's less than 2 weeks. Yeah.
One other point that I forgot to say: you mentioned that you are a Google guy and you use the Google Excel, the Google
Docs.
Docs and the Google Sheets and stuff like that,
Is
right?
that true?
My team does.
His
My
team.
team does.
Your
Hello.
team does.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have somebody that can demonstrate, now there is another thing that Google is trying to do, is to link the Google, what is it called?
Google scripts.
No, the Google AI, what is it called?
Oh, Gemini.
Gemini. Google is trying to link the Gemini also to a phone number, and there are several companies in India that are advertising it. And we contacted one of them, and we're still in discussion with them to provide. They want to get a Twilio number, and if I get them a Twilio number, they will connect it to Gemini. So when you call, just like you called now 1-800 ChatGPT, you'll call 1-800 Gemini, and you'll be talking to Gemini. They're all competing with each other. You know what I mean?
Everybody's trying to see where is a revenue model. Okay, we
Yes,
got it.
exactly. Let me look. I'm going to
Yeah.
look into this,
Yeah.
and I'm going to look into the Gemini too. so I can
Everybody
see if
has
I-
everybody has homework on our side and your side
Never-ending homework.
all the time. Okay,
So we'll see you in Las Vegas.
see you in a week and a
Yeah,
half.
I'll,
Right.
I'll send you that information in a few minutes.
Yeah. Ciao. Take your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What?
I'm gonna stop recording. Okay.
Fine.
It'd be interesting to see what summary it gives you. You know what I mean?
Fine.
All right. Now I'm gonna close the Zoom so I can get on to another one. Okay.
Yes, fine.
I'm gonna end the meeting and then you can shut off all your recordings.
Fine.
Okay.
And what is the next meeting? Remind me again.
I have Fidelity to
Oh,
try
Fidelity,
to
okay.
see what a mess we have and at
But
least.
it's 1:30. It's only.
No, it's a 2.
It's a 2, so you
Yeah,
have plenty of
right,
time.
I know, but I want to eat. I want to take
Fine,
my time.
but
I don't
it's
wanna
not going
rush
to
a
be the
meeting.
same thing.
I don't want to rush to a meeting. You understand? So this doesn't charge my phone?
Let me just don't bother me for
Okay.
a few seconds. You cannot do 50 different things all at the same
Right.
time.
Okay. Did you eat the eggs?
Yes. Let me just finish with this. Don't bother me with nonsense and trash talk right now. Let me just figure out how do I.
Close everything.
What was it about? What was the company's company called? I forgot already.
I have no idea what this company's called. All I know-
Voice-AI.ai.
Yeah, voice-AI.ai, is that it?
Voice-AI.ai. And he had something like human-centric.
I don't know. Don't look at it.
He sent you an email, right?
No,
Human-centric.
he didn't send me any email.
Oh, you copied the email and you sent it to me.
Yes. It's a DRS rush. You understand? I didn't send anything. He doesn't like.
DRS Rush. Don't die cop. Just answer the question, please. The sender was DI.
DRS rush. And it was from me. It was from me.
See, you can hear this. Is it? Okay. Fine.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Open it, and you'll
Fine.
see.
So at this point, we want to wrap up everything. So that was almost an hour. We're going to start with playing back Loom.
Hi, Ari.
Hey, hold on. How are you?
Good.
Good. Good afternoon to you. How's it been working now?
I'm taking Mexico.
Yeah, cool. Is this for the bottom line?
I came here, to talk to a couple people about that, but actually it was to introduce them to the AI.
Oh, okay.
So that we built a large language model instead.
Oh, like my. It'll be great for Miami. It'll be great for Miami.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's the point. So here it would be for a reservation system, but ideally I give it a neutral status language, like from Colombia or something like that, and then you would operate in the South Florida market for sure.
Okay, great.
So I'm here until Christmas Day, and then I connect in Fort Lauderdale. I head to Vegas for a few days. Then I go back to see my dad after Christmas, and then I come back again for the New Year in Vegas. And then, as you already know, the 7th or the 6th or 7th of January until the 12th, I'm in Vegas again for the.
Okay, we'll be there those days. So we're arriving a bit earlier, but perfect. So once we're there, we can get together.
Of course.
And then if we see something interesting, we can invite you and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. That's very nice. So we got to be taken care of as far as the hotel and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're staying in the Mandalay Bay. We'll see that because on Sunday evening, on the 5th, they have a press conference.
Oh.
That they do, and then they show all the new technologies on Sunday. So what we do is we get our badge announcement on Sunday afternoon, and then on Sunday evening, around I think 6 or 8, we go to that. So it's in the same hotel, so it's easier for us. And then
And then the different pavilions for the different countries.
Countries, yes, exactly. The Netherlands is big there, Israel is there, a number of countries are there. So usually do that. Here we find it's crowded. It's switched together.
The French Pavilion is one of the biggest ones, by the way.
Yes, French is pretty cool. The Netherlands is big for orange, which is the Netherlands.
The orange machine.
Yeah, so what we want to do is on February the 13th at noon, we have a session on AI. And usually what we do for IT, it's metaverse, AI, and this year we're doing it on that Thursday at noon. And so what we usually do is we invite a number of people to speak and then come and talk about what you have in terms of AI. And that's why I want to see it today and start seeing what you have that would be relevant for us. Because I want it to be successful for you. And also for us. You understand that usually if you just don't do us a favor, it's something that we promote. You know how we promote each other.
Yes, of course. I just sent a demo out for an AI company. I'll send you the demo itself and everything related to it, so you can engage it. Of course, the voice AI model.
Okay.
And
Is
it's
it similar
for
to what we looked at before with law firm?
yes, but the law firm team got a lot more sophisticated.
Okay, good.
The fortunate thing is that the acceleration of use of the different avenues that the law firm is using has gotten to the point that it's probably going to get high. Probably, I bet by the end of this month, which is just a couple days away, probably 60% of the staff in terms of the concierge, the full time they use it, is going to go.
I don't understand.
He has a service that helps manage the client inquiries and helps run the intake, and now we built the AI so that he can run the intake for it.
Okay, so you don't need to have a human being. Is that what you're saying?
Nope,
You're
no.
limited to that.
60% of the staff will be gone by the end of this month.
You know what, this is
60% of the expenses.
60% of the expense and the higher rate of engagement for clients.
That would be great to present. And also the audience here with Spanish would be fantastic to talk about AI in Spanish, which you were talking about just now.
Yeah.
Yes,
This audience in Miami,
exactly.
South Florida.
And that's been everyone's been English-centric, or Anglo-centric, and we think that we've got enough there that we can create it with my team. We already have a little pilot, and we need to change that way because it starts like someone speaking an English person pronouncing Spanish words.
I know. You know, sometimes we do Gemini, and I ask what's the word in Hebrew, and it's really, it sounds like I'm speaking. I can't even talk about
It's interesting what the Gemini launched has been like. Just a week ago, 10 days ago, it was very challenging because it actually crashed the network for OpenAI.
Yeah, but you know what it was? Just remember I sent you that Google Note LM that creates a podcast for you. You just, for instance, you can put a link or any document, and you'll get two people. Later on, you can show it to two people doing a podcast about
Fine, whatever he wants.
But now,
Fine.
and when you first hear it, you're amazed. You're going, wow. But if you hear several takes of it, it's stale. You kind of do the same shtick, spiel. What they do now, which is very interesting, is that the human, you can join the podcast and be the third person in the podcast. And you can ask questions and make corrections. So you'll have two AI agents speaking, and they have great accents, and it's a man and a...
Fine, let me work. Finish, please. Thank you.
They'll have a podcast to make it a little lively.
Of course.
They'll even make it, they'll add a few ums and ahs to make it real. And I read now, for instance, Zoom has this AIQ companion that has a voice coach. You know,
Yes.
after you record, when you do a coach, it basically says, how fluent are you? And if you don't use any filler words, you're not credible. You have to have a few filler words in to make it like you're real. Let me get rid of all my ums, my ahs, my filler words, well, actually, or I'm getting my thoughts together. But you have to have a few, but you can't have too many.
The governor of the state of California that has been umming and ahhing. If you've ever heard of the public speaking engagement, the governor of the state of California.
Really? No, I haven't paid attention. Listen, I'm going to ask you a question. I need to finish up a couple of things and I'll come back to this conversation.
No problem.
Maybe also, is there something that you can show us today in our talk?
I can send it to you, and I can send you the engagement that someone is interested in, and I'll send you the results that we have, and you'll be able to talk with that. I can send it to you what's up now.
Okay, send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me also give you my email. Send it to my email too, if you don't mind.
No, I have it only in that platform.
Okay, all right, so just send it to me, then I can share it.
No problem.
Share it. So, wow, so that's great that you didn't know. So you want to use this? This is the company that you've invested in? Is that the
Yeah,
background?
I bought the company, and now I have a development team. It's a full-time.
What are you having them develop? Is it product?
The engagement. What I'm having them do is create different methods in order to engage the CRM.
Okay.
Which is crucial. Yeah, because I want, what's the purpose of the whole AI engagement if it can't gather the information and set appointment and do these things, and so we're doing that, and it might get to a point sometime next year, of course, depending on the money situation, is that we will create our own AI CRM.
Yeah, you have to worry about, have to consider reinventing the wheel. That's my advice to you. You understand? If something already exists, and you make it better, and using some APIs rather than starting to say, oh, we have to invent our own. You have to be careful about making precise decisions.
I totally agree. So one of the things that we're working on that was requested from me from the law firm is that they get phone calls from clients asking for updates on where they are in their case, which is very time consuming. So we're building a prototype that's going to speak to the updates for each client, which is a game changer. In other words, time is spent, time is so-and-so, I'm trying to see what's going on, and now they get automatic updates. In addition to that, it'll be engaged via a text. So update the client that way. So that's what happens.
And how do they, so they go into the law?
We create a portal, and the portal will have their information on it, and what we'll do is we'll be able to engage it by having a file number that's developed or whatever, and then when they call in, they'll put in that case number, and then we'll take them down to the funnel to give them an update on what's going on.
And are you starting to specialize in certain, like, are you doing PIs? Like,
Yes.
I imagine with the running with the
Yes, but those are all funnels to help manage the traffic coming through. So
It's
yes,
not the case, but what I would think we could start off with the PI folks first, because they have software that keeps track of the case. So you can look into the legal software for PI.
that's right. That's what we need to do. So yes, exactly.
It's the same thing like we've been involved with we did some work for immigration attorneys, and they have maybe 95% of them use the same software for immigration. Because think about what's the most important. You gotta make the deadlines, right? If your attorney misses that deadline, you're screwed as a client.
Absolutely.
So it's basically keeping them informed. And then if I'm the client, I want to make sure, hey, with this case, you're on appeal, you haven't submitted the case yet, or whatever.
So I'm working on that as we speak. Coming up actually will be an offshoot of Voice AI. It'll be a standalone, and there's a good chance I'm actually going to find out today whether the IP is going to be available for me to be able to work on it with, and then it'll be an offshoot of that. If that's my team, we can actually have that up and running by sometime February.
Okay.
What about your lawyer, acting lawyer girlfriend, friend? Did she come to the show? And we were thinking also to invite her to the law firm.
I've asked her. I think that was actually a good idea. She's in Mexico at the moment, but she's with her kids on the Baja.
She can also come online. She doesn't become physical.
That's true, but I like her here.
Yeah, no, it makes a difference.
Yeah,
It makes a
Yeah, it would be
difference.
better.
It makes a difference. Okay, so I'll have you talk to Avi, and then I'll finish off
What do
the
you think we're about?
Okay, Avi will take over.
I like it.
So we are here. We have very little space around the computer, so only one of us can spend this one computer.
Look good. I'm looking. I was spending the holiday.
Thank you. We're dealing with the yard here. We had some complaints with the city of Pro Games, so we have to change the gardening a little bit. So we were working with the garden. So he does.
I'm going to take over the phone. Just one second.
Yeah, you take your time, please.
Sorry.
Okay, let me tell you about something that we were thinking about. We were thinking also to invite another law firm, especially that is dealing with intellectual property and patents about AI.
What's the name of the firm?
I don't remember, sir. What's the name of this firm that we contacted that they were supposed to call us back because of the...
If it's Andrew Rebecki, he's a friend of mine.
It's a,
He works at a bank. He's a really good attorney. And he's a smart guy. His name's Andrew Rebecki.
yeah, maybe we know him. There's so many people, you know. I wanted to ask you another question. I was mentioning it to you before about University of Miami and the Growth Center. What we wanted to do is to get the Twilio phone number. Are you familiar with Twilio?
Yes, the competition.
Yeah, so I don't know to what extent. I really never understood really what you're doing, what the company is doing. I didn't realize that they are in competition, but one area that Twilio does is you get their phone number, it is voice enabled, which means that if I'm running a local LLM, that means you understand what a local LLM is?
Of course.
I don't know. So I can connect it to my LLM, and when you call it, my LLM will talk to the person online.
Yes.
You remember that we showed you in the whole book, this 640 call Annie, call Sam?
Yes, you can run that program using what we call a dialer. You're dialing out a solicitation of people from past people who are alumni, correct? So
Yeah, right. And the problem is that many times there is a crew, they have a call center, and there is a crew there, and people are calling the alumni, and the alumni are not available right away, so they leave them a message. And then, all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, they give them a phone number, and 5 minutes later, 3 or 4 of them call at the same time, and the one person that they need to call and get them the number cannot handle 3 of them together.
yes, because you call the passing issue. That's right.
Yeah, and so the idea was to build up a phone number AI. You can call them and discuss with them issues that they would like to talk about, and it's all about donations and the different packages, $10, $100, $1,000.
Here's the better part. Not only can I build it, because I already have, I can also process the payment.
And then there is another issue. Then they want to transfer money to the university, and then there's another issue of security level because now you're dealing with the bank accounts and transferring money.
I'll explain to you. What we do is we send a link via text, and within that link, that's where the process takes place. We send out a link. We've already done this. So you send out a link. So the link comes to that specific phone number, which I assume is a cell phone, and then they approve the link by putting in their credit card information, and then we process it out.
And another thing we wanted to do is we wanted to make a project with the students that we will set up a local LLM, and then we will have a phone number that if somebody calls the LLM, the AI replies. Okay. And then let's say that I made it up. So if you call me, but one of my vanity phone numbers is WizMoreBiz,
Yes, let me tell you.
and the website is WizMore.biz.
Okay.
Now, if somebody calls me now, oh, I forgot. And then I have a company that is your competitor that is called Creative. Yeah, what is the name of the company? I think it is creativesolution.io. Have you heard about them?
No.
So write it down. They have a company, a subsidiary that is called Lucy.ai.
I heard that.
What did you hear about it?
They just heard the name because my team was talking about it.
So what is more important is not so much the name, but what they do. What they do is they make up an AI, and they give you a phone there. You call them, and they connect their AI to your phone. So it is acting like an answering machine.
Instead of the AT&T and the T-Mobile, you change it to their number.
Yes, I
In
get
your
it.
phone, yeah.
So let's say you dial
You
it.
know better than we do.
So let's say that you dial my number, right? Where's more big? So right now, when you dial it, if my phone number is not answering, there is an answering machine from AT&T or Panasonic, whichever your phone is related to, and it will take a message.
Yes.
Okay, now, and then it's for free. That is the thing that is the killer here, is that Lucy AI offers a free service at a very low level.
Right.
So and this is what we intend to do with our students to make a project of them, to teach them about integrating telephony into AI.
Yes. But my question is, why is it free?
Why to get the people, the free, it is a freemium one. For free, you just get an answering machine that says, you have called WizMoreBiz, we are unable to answer the phone right now, but give us a message and we will, or guess what is your message?
Okay, I get it. So it's an intake. It's not an answering service.
No, it's an intake and this is for free. But then they have three different plans depending on how much you want to pay.
Okay, so now I suspended it and I'm pasting my notes. One time it's a comment, and then I'm going to go to another file. The latest file was this file. Vogue LLM Llama AI. I want to select it, select all, then copy it to the clipboard buffer. And then paste it as a summary. Then scroll down a little further to add chapters and tags. So add 3 chapters and save the 3 chapters, and then add tags. The first one is lanyard, the second one is videos, and the third one is batch. And then I can add some more tags. And type some more tags. Cross, body, hands free, hands free, so hands free, hands free, on the go, the go, mobile, hidden, hidden, playing, playing, side, covert, covert, remote, remote, R, note, A, R, note, AI, Jan, AI, artificial, artificial, so, here, oh, So I basically now want to wrap it up. We'll start first with the phone. I'd like to make myself a note about another topic that I would like to do in the near future, which is chest, mounted, body, cam, film, hands, screen, just mounted, cross body. Body cam, film, sideline, side, wide, moving, forward. Phone linear, silent, human, sideways, hands straight while moving forward. Okay. So now we're ready to wrap it up. So I'm going to